On this adventure, I go hiking in the Ozarks. I first start with the Glory Hole Waterfall Trail. I then meet up with Cody and Kellie cooks chicken pad thai for dinner. Then they kick me out in the frigid cold for the night. The next morning, I wake up to a warm breakfast cooked by Kellie. Then we hike the Big Bluff Goat Trail. It is a beautiful day. It is chilly. And it was actually a lot warmer in Russellville, I think by like 15 degrees. I'm near the Buffalo River, near Ponca, and I'm actually meeting up with Kellie and Cody, but I'm late, and it is my fault. We had planned this, and last minute, they did say, hey, we're gonna do a hike today. And I was taking my time this morning. Not even gonna lie to you. They're already doing their hike. They are at Hawksbill Crag right now. From where I'm at right now, it's about another 30 to 40 minutes. And by the time I would get there, they would already be done with the hike. And it's on, oh, the door. Kind of on a downhill slope. I'll just let it shut and the wind's blowing. There's no way I would be able to catch up with them in the first place. So I'm doing another hike. I am at the Glory Hole Falls trailhead. Never done it before. And we've had very little rain, so we'll see how much water is actually running through it. I'm excited though, never done it. New hike on a beautiful day. Let's get my gear gathered up and let's hit the trail. All right, and we are off. From what I've heard, it's a pretty short hike. And pretty much you go downhill going to it and then uphill coming back. And this looks like the trail, pretty wide. You can tell it is used, heavily used. I'd recently completed a botany class for college. One of the projects was a leaf collection. You'd be surprised how difficult it is to find 100 different leaves. I only bring it up because I found this leaf. One I've never seen before, and I only saw them in one area. Actually, here's another one right here. I don't really know what they are. I don't know what they're falling off of, and they're still like green. Like they're not like hard and crunchy like all the other leaves are. And I don't know what it is, but I thought it was a cool leaf. And while I'm on the topic of that leaf, there are these trees in the Ozarks, and they're called the American beech tree. They're one of the only trees here in Arkansas that actually keeps their leaves in the wintertime. They're brown and they look dead, but the trees will actually keep a hold of them. And they're on there too. And you can tell this tree is a beech tree. One, because of the leaves, they stay on it. But two, it has a smooth bark. It's not like a textured bark like this one here. They're different, but you can spot them just about all through the woods here. Since this is a hardwood forest, you can easily spot those beech trees all over the place. Well, that's the creek, I think, that feeds the Glory Hole. And there's no water flowing. Unless there's a spring or something that is pushing more water down right up here. I don't know if there's going to be any water. I think we're almost there. And there is just a little bit of water running. Just a little bit, not much. It looks like the bluff is just right here. So it should be just right down there somewhere. So we shouldn't be too far. So I was right, this is the Glory Hole Falls, just right here on the bluff. And here is the top of the Glory Hole in all of its glory. It's actually quite cool. I'd love to see it when it's like gushing of water. That would be awesome. We'll have to come back and check it out then. We need rain, y'all. It has been a very dry year. I was talking about beech trees earlier. This is one mighty beech tree. It's a big one, but people had to carve their names in it. Beech trees are popular for tree carving names due to its smooth bark. It does create a good canvas for it, but you should never do it. That violates the leave no trace. This does get steep here, and the trail is not very well marked. So pretty much it's free for all, however you want to get down to the falls from the bluff right up there. But we're just about down to it. And the leaves are slick. We have made it to the glory hole. And there is a little bit of water, not a whole lot. It's definitely not showing all its glory right now. It is neat. It is super neat. I've been to a lot of rock overhangs, but none of them where there's a hole cut out into the top. Let's go try to find Kellie and Cody now. I've been assigned a duty if I get to this dirt road first to find a campsite. So since I was late, I'd like to actually fulfill this duty as I'm starting to fall. So let's go try to find Kellie and Cody in a campsite. All right, found a campsite. And they are not here yet. So you gotta keep an eye out on them because you can easily kind of miss this. And it's cold, it's getting really cold. The low in Russellville is 23 tonight. So I could only imagine how cold it's gonna get here. Look who made it. All right, I've got the tent all set up and nice and cozy with my heater. And Kellie and Cody arrived, so let's go see what they're up to.
Howdy, y'all.
Hey.
So we're having chicken pad thai for dinner.
It might just be pad thai, but we'll see.
Vegetable pad thai, possibly.
Hey, it's still gonna be good.
I'm eating leftover lettuce that's going bad.
I'm eating some Odin smoked salmon.
That's all that's left.
Pretty good.
That's all that's left. We gotta make more.
And I'm savoring every bite of it.
Can you get me 3 cloves of garlic?
Yeah.
You alright over there?
Yeah. That's the first time we've opened the cabinet since all that bouncing. 1, 2, and 3.
This is kind of entertaining.
Alright, Cody, you know you're the taster. Taste it.
I don't know how I got this job. That's good.
We need to do the bell pepper, the garlic, and the carrot. So we're gonna let this oil heat up, and then we're gonna add our bell pepper in first. Some bell pepper in here. Let those get soft first before we put carrot in. We're about to go in with the scrambled egg. Alright, so this is all done. This is the egg and the bell pepper. We're gonna toss that right in there with the noodles. We've got our chicken going in. And then our sauce. And we've got green onion and cilantro.
You did a good job, honey.
Oh
I
yeah,
like it.
I think it's the best I've ever had.
Thank you.
Well, dinner was delicious. Thank you, Kellie.
You're welcome. me too.
But the time has come, kicking me out to the frigid cold.
Don't let him lie to you. We gave him the option to remove this table and put a pad in here, but he would be completely singed and burnt by the furnace when it would go.
And possibly stepped on if we go to the bathroom.
So it's just safer for his own well-being to go out in the cold.
But he has a heater.
Yes,
I
that
mean,
is
we
true.
did it for a year and a half.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just doing it for a night.
Yeah. They're I have a heater.
You have a house to go back to tomorrow.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, it's nice knowing y'all.
Hey, you're
You'll make
strong.
it. You're a survivor.
Hey, you're gonna have a warm, nice breakfast tomorrow morning, cooked by Kelly.
And you get to like come in here and enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night. Love y'all.
Good night.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Good morning. It was cold last night, but surprisingly, I was warm. Let's go see what Kelly is cooking for breakfast.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
That sounds really nice. That sounds really, really nice.
I actually got kind of warm last night. Like I was sweating. I had to take my shirt off and
Wow.
socks.
We actually got cold here last night, really cold. I'm just trying to make the boy feel good about sleeping out in the freezing
I
cold.
mean, we weren't like toasty, or it gets warmer in here now than it was all
Yeah.
night.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. An army cot's not my cup of tea. Can't put your arms anywhere unless they dangle off or,
You are kind of lanky.
yeah, feet hang off. So what are we eating? What is this?
This is a spinach, sun-dried tomato, egg quesadilla, feta cheese. Hope you like feta cheese.
You know, when you were a little baby boy, well, 5 or 6, you were the most picky eater. We couldn't get you to eat anything.
We are on our way to go hike, and we found a herd of elk. They're just out there hanging out in the shade. Right there. It's not very often we get to see elk in Arkansas. All right, we have made it to the trailhead, the trail that we're hiking. We're hiking the Big Bluff Goat Trail, and it is, I believe, a 6-mile round trip. And I've never done this before. Kellie and Cody have done it a long time ago.
It is very just quick and downhill. You're gonna have to climb out the rest of the way, and that gets kind of exhausting. 3 miles of climbing just steady, gradual hill. Your tush will start burning. That's cool. I think it's been formed from water dripping
That's
through a crack.
insane.
Yeah, there's a crack right up there, and water dripped down when this was probably more of a cave, because this was all a cave at one time before it eroded away.
Interesting.
That's super cool. And look, a little window.
Gotta get through there. Well, we don't have to get through there. We know get around there.
That'd be easy.
Getting through there. Do you think you can do it? Honey, go for it.
We have made it to the bluff now, and it is super cool. It feels like out west with all the cedars, and it's warm. We are all sweaty and hot now. Probably the most impressive thing I've ever seen up here. And if you ever kayak on the Buffalo, and the big picturesque bluff that you see in this bend, or on the bend on the Buffalo, is actually right here. So that right down there is the Buffalo River, and that Big Bluff is what we're on right now. I actually never knew that the trail went on top of this. The Big Bluff Goat Trail actually connects to multiple different other trails. So you can take this all the way to the Buffalo River at the bottom of this bluff and then connect onto the Buffalo River Trail, which is a pretty long trail system through here. I think you can actually backpack it too.
Oh, that's what we saw those fire rings earlier for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's enough trail system out here you could backpack for days, weeks.
Here on the Buffalo, we're far enough up on the Ozark Plateau that there is actually limestone. And I believe that's what this rock is here. I believe it's limestone, and sandstone there's different layers of it. And I think sandstone is a little bit further below this layer, which is why these mountains have held up so tall through here, because the limestone is a lot harder to erode versus the sandstone. So I found a plant, and I know Erica has pointed it out on previous videos, and it's the only one I've seen on this trail so far. And it's so soft. I think it's called lamb's ear or echinacea. I don't remember. Erica would know. There's two names and they're easily mistaken with each other because the plants look almost identical. Well, it's about time to head back to the truck because we still have a little over an hour drive back to camp. Man, the water down there is so clear. Makes me want to go fish.
It's freezing. My goodness.
Yeah, it's
We
way
gotta
too
go.
cold here.
Cold.
Getting out of here.
Well, Jonathan, love you.
Love y'all.
Awesome. Sorry if my armpits
Oh,
smell
you're
bad.
sweating.
Yeah, my back's all wet.
Ooh,
We've made it back and it is cold.
It's freezing.
I don't know why it's so much colder here.
It is
Yeah.
like ice is falling on my body right now.
It's like totally different temperature
I
here.
can't feel my nose.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a fun hike and I'm gonna miss y'all so much.
Well, we'll see you. Wait, no. Yeah. See you in a couple days.
Yeah. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it and remember to keep it wild.
Uh-huh.